Do you want to know how to get clients from LinkedIn? In this brief video, I'm going to give you a framework for finding and connecting with great leads and great podcast guests for your network. Let's hop over to my screen and I'll show you. So here we are on LinkedIn, and step one actually happens before you even pop open LinkedIn. It's identifying your ideal candidates, either to be clients or to be guests on your show. Once you've identified them, we're going to go here to the search box and we're simply going to search for them. Now, you can search for the person's name directly and execute the same strategy. But what I'm going to do is go a level deeper, because there's probably a lot of people out there that are highly valuable to you that you don't even know yet. You've never heard of them, but they're extremely valuable to you and may actually be a gateway or a ladder to getting to your dream connection. So think about it this way. Let's identify where does my dream guest work? What company do they work for? And in this example, I'm going to use a client of mine who runs a health-based podcast. Okay, so Cleveland Clinic might be a great resource for great clients and potential guests for a show. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in Cleveland Clinic. You can see it pops up here in our search bar. We're going to click on Cleveland Clinic. Now, as I look here, I can see that one of my connections works there. That could be a great resource. Maybe going through my existing list of connections to find more connections. That's the game, right? Going up that ladder. But even if I don't have any connections, I can simply click on the name of the business here. You can see it's in bold, and I can see that there's 38,403 employees. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is I'm simply going to click on this hyperlink to the employees, and you can see a list here of thousands and thousands of potential guests and clients. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of go through this and give you and think out loud with what my thought process would look like. Okay. So as I go down here, I'm thinking, is this the type of person that I'd like to connect with? Are they going to be a good fit for my show? All right. As I scroll down here, I can see that, hey, this is the president and chief executive officer at Cleveland Clinic. This is probably the type of person I want to be connected with. Okay. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to follow them. All right. And what this allows me to do is whenever they post something in my feed, I can leave a thoughtful comment. I'll create a separate video on that, but it's pretty simple. Whenever you see this person post, you leave a thoughtful comment, and it allows you to get on their radar. It allows them to recognize you. You're able to lead with value. But what I want to do is I just want to go right for the jugular. I want to connect with this person. So I'm going to click on this person's name. In this case, again, this is the CEO of Cleveland Clinic, Tomislav Mihaljevic, which sounds like a Polish name. My wife's Polish, so maybe there's an in there. Personalizing your invite request is a great idea. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the More button, okay? And I'm going to hit the Connect. Hit Connect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Connect button because I'd love to add this person to my network, but this is a really important step. You need to add a note. You need to add a personalized note to that invite request. I'm going to add a note. Okay. Now, in this note, again, I want to be direct. I want to be different, right? But I also want to be personal. So those things are important. It's also important to remember that the first 75 characters are very important. When somebody looks at their guest requests or friend requests, connection requests, they're going to be able to see like the highlights. They're not going to see all 300 characters here. They're going to see the first 75. So I already have a template that I'm using for this particular client that I'm working with. So I'm just going to show it right here, right? Hey, Tomislav, I have a client that runs a podcast highlighting issues in the health insurance industry. I'd love to invite you to be a guest on the show. Thanks. That's it. And then I'm going to go ahead and send it off. That's all that we need to do. Okay. Now I've gone ahead and sent a connection request, and I've added a personalized note, which again is very, very important. You need to add that personalized note. I'm also following Tomislav here. So also equally important, anytime I see Tomislav posting, I want to leave a thoughtful comment. I want to show up on his radar. I want him to recognize me. And my friends, it's this simple. We're just going to go ahead and wash, rinse, and repeat. We're going to go back and we're going to look down here for more people that might be interesting, right? And again, wash, rinse, repeat. Now, some people have opted that they don't want to receive connection requests. That's okay. Keep moving. Keep moving for people that are open to connect. Some people are kind of locked in and it'll require you to input their email address also, and that's okay. We're just going to skip them for now and we're going to move on. And that is it. Once that person has accepted, you're going to get a notification and you're going to be able to then engage in more direct messages with that person. Okay. But in the meantime, what we're doing is we're trying to get our message across to more people to build our LinkedIn network. Go out and try this. Start connecting, add the note, and see who you can add to your network today. I would recommend that you spend about 15 minutes a day doing this. About 15 minutes a day. At worst, about 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Okay, we want to be consistent. And you know how sales go, baby. You got to send out, you got to have to get some no's to get some yeses, but I guarantee you this is going to grow your network and introduce you to people that you never thought possible. Go out, execute, and let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. Peace.